Hi, boys and girls. I thought maybe we could save some time in our day by working on our math boxes today during your Wednesday morning movies. So I'd like you to take out your math journal and open up your math journal to page 239. And you are going to be doing 5 boxes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through some steps and tips for solving each of the 5 boxes. You can pause the video as much as you need to, or rewind what I have to say, and I'll show you a few things on the screen that can help you solve your problems. So let's get started. Your first box says complete the number line, and we can see that we're starting with 0/3, and we're going all the way to, let me pop this open here. So we're going to have 0/3 here, and then we're going to need to put in the thirds on the number line to get to 3/3. So if we start at 0/3, which is equivalent to 0, and we're trying to get to one whole group of thirds, the first one we want to get to is 1/3, and then I think you can figure out the rest of this pattern. Okay, let's move on to box 2. Math box 2 says circle names for 30. Okay, well, we've got a few here. This says 3 groups of 30. Whoops, let me pull out my pen again. Oh, there we go. Okay. So this says 3 groups of 30. Sorry, 3 groups of 10. Does that equal 30? This one says, this is interesting. Remember, got to do the parentheses first. 2 groups of 5. Let's see, that's going to make, okay, I've got that in my head. And then I need to do 40 minus that 2 groups of 5. 2 groups of 5, let's see, that's 10. 40 take away 10. Does that equal 30? Okay, let's look at the next one. Have to do the parentheses first. So 2 groups of 10. Okay, 2 groups of 10, that's 20. And then I'm going to add that on to 5. Will that equal 30? So remember, you're just circling the ones that you believe are equivalent to 30 or are different names for 30. Let's do box 3. Box 3 says, write greater than, less than, or equal to make each number sentence true. You may use your fraction tools. Okay, so if you want to pause the video and walk over and get your fraction tools, that would be the fraction circles, or you could take out your whiteboard. I kind of like using whiteboards to solve the problem. So let's see, I'm going to take out my whiteboard again, and I think I'm going to make a red number line because I want to show halves. So over in this space here, I'm going to do, so this would be 0 halves, and then this would be 2 halves, and that makes this 1/2 right there. All right, now I'm going to get a different color, like in the green. I'm going to get a different color, and I'm going to draw a number line and show 1/3. So this would be 0/3. This one would be 3/3. And notice I've made everything the same. 0 halves and 0/3 all line up one on top of the other, and same for 2 halves and 3/3. But now I need to break my green line into thirds. So let's see, about there. So this would be 1/3. This would be 2/3. Okay. So I want to know which one is greater. 1/2 or 1/3? Well, the one that's closest to 0 is the one that gets the point of the arrow. So I have to say that 1/3 is less, so I'm going to mark it like that. Now you can go ahead and do the other 3 problems. If I were you, I would use the number lines, but you're welcome to get fraction circles if that helps you get the job done quickly. If it doesn't help, don't take them out. Let's do box number 4. Box number 4, we have a clock, okay? And it says 15 minutes. Let me get out a marker here. Okay. It says 15 minutes earlier than the time on the clock. 15 minutes earlier. Whoops. Sorry, lost my connection there. Now we're back. Okay, so as I was saying, 15 minutes earlier than the time on the clock. That means I need to count how many of these little minutes 15 minutes earlier was. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, well, what time would that be? Let's see. That would be when the big hand is pointing up to this one right there. Oh, I can read that. I know that the time is in the 7 o'clock hour. And then I can just count. It's 6 minutes after the 7 o'clock hour. So it would be 5:06. Now, you can use the same process to answer the second part of the problem 15 minutes later than the time on the clock, except you're going to count 15 minutes forward from this minute hand. Okay, let's do number 5. Number 5 says, think about your answers for problem 3. Okay, how do you know whether a fraction is greater than 1/2? What were my answers for number 3? Oh, here's a little box. I can go back and look. Oh, yeah. How do I know whether a fraction is greater than 1/2? Well, I think I somehow need to explain how fractions that are greater than 1/2 have to be in this area over closer or beyond or to the right of the 1/2. Oh, that's easy. I could say, let's see, think about your answers for problem 3. How do you know? I know a fraction is greater than 1/2 when, and explain how you know when a fraction is greater than 1/2. I'm going to do ... because you are going to finish that sentence off. Okay, that's your math boxes for today. Please quietly get out of your seat and show me your math boxes are complete when you finish this video. Thank you.